I'm believing in this character, and you do sympathize with him because he cares about Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey, he's a wild man. He doesn't give a fuck. He had that like the thing is that he comes to terms with this. I'm just gonna be who the fuck I'm supposed to be after like this horrible car wreck where he's on top of the world and he nearly gets fucking killed.
Yeah,
his car disintegrates, and this guy's like, fuck it, I don't care, I'm here to live life and I'm gonna do whatever I can to get what I want.
And
I really love that.
He's one of those guys who's so ridiculously smart but has also decided that fuck it, I'm using my powers for evil. Right. He's like, when I see something I want, nothing is going to keep me from grabbing it, whether it's like money or a job or this guy I want to fuck,
Yes, and I'll give up whatever I have to get it, like my freedom most of the time.
And it was so funny, too.
It's like, how could you be so smart yet so dumb at the same time?
Exactly.
Because he's addicted to just doing illegal stuff. I mean, he had a job where he was impressing people, and I was thinking the whole time, like, why don't you just do your job? I mean,
because he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, the thing was, watching that, I was like, you know what? This is like Bernie Madoff and Enron and all these scams that are going on. I thought they were going to link it more to just the financial crisis we're in now. A bunch of guys come in and just say what you want to hear. And rather than verifying what they say, you go like, well, then go for it. Here's more money.
I thought that this was what the Oliver Stone George Bush film was going to be more like.
And he plays such like part of this guy. Not only is he a con artist, he's an incredible imposter.
Yes.
To where he can go into a business and say, look, I've done this and this and this for this company. You need to hire me. If you want to succeed. And these guys are like, sure.
Yeah. And that's how co-host got brought on as a critic.
Exactly.
At one point, he actually secured his own bail by impersonating the judge and changing the amount of bail to an amount he could afford, and then walking and getting away with it.
No, you hate this guy. You can't help but admire him too. I mean, and Jim Carrey, when it comes down to, I mean, the reason why this is working, this is working for Jim Carrey is because it's not him trying to go too far in one direction. When he did something like The Majestic, he did something where people weren't ready to accept him in that role yet. He was
a little of a sappy movie.
And it was a little bit of a sap. I mean, it's too much of a
Capra film.
It was. I was about to say it's a Frank Capra movie too. That's like with an extra heaping bowl of sugar put on top of it.
You can't make a Capra film these days unless it's a bunch of Irish people.
But
even Capra films weren't that popular when they came out.
Well,
it wasn't until later.
Jim Carrey here, he's able to like almost Trojan horse his dramatic part with the comedy, because you're looking at Jim Carrey. I mean, it was a smart move to make this a comedy because, like I said, it's ridiculous. Jim Carrey plays it up very well. We know he can do that. But when there's those moments where he has to come in and be very sincere and cry and express his love, I mean, you buy it at this point. So and this is a great role for Jim Carrey.
To mention some of the darker moments in the film, at least ostensibly, he sells that 100%. You're with it. You're like, Jesus Christ, man, this is a hell of a performance from this guy. I mean, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is still my favorite role he's done, but it didn't really mix what he's known for comedically with his dramatic talents, whereas this does. It finds that line. It's like, wow, who else could have played this role but Jim Carrey?
Yeah, no,
he does get lost in the roles, which is what I seem to, at least for me, I noticed. I mean, he does a great job with the material. I don't know who the director is.
It's two directors.
Is it two directors?
One of them wrote the Bad News Bears, and I mean, I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
Okay. Good Glenn.
It's Uwe Boll and Alan Smith.
No, let me see. It's Glenn Ficarra and John Requa.
I guess somebody did their homework.
I would say good career move, except that, like you said, it took forever, and there were multiple reasons. It wasn't just because they were afraid of the gay thing, although that was part of it, of why this was delayed for so long. Part of it was too, there was apparently some sort of major legal issue over the rights to the story or something.
Oh yeah,
that held it back over a year apparently.
Yeah,
but even now it's like, okay, so it's been in really limited release. And the best they can hope for is that if the film gets a few nominations, it might get a re-release, and it'll deserve it, because this is the type of film that should be seen and it's a crowd pleaser of a film. People will laugh and cheer and suck each other's dick.
If you can get past the gay stuff, because I mean, like I said, they go full on. Like, there's a scene with Jim Carrey where he's just sweaty and just, it's like, holy shit. I mean, wow. I was like, this is his most daring role ever.
He's all up in.
Yeah.
You and talk about your Star Wars expanded universe.
Seriously. I mean, in limited release, if you hear this and it's playing somewhere in your town, by all means, go out and catch it. Get out there and see it if you can.
But before I forget, though. Because I mean, this guy, I don't know who this actor is, but there's this black convict, and during the prison scenes, who's passing notes to Jim Carrey's character. I don't know who that guy is, but that guy was fucking amazing. I almost pissed my pants every time this guy said a line of dialogue.
He's like, fuck you, motherfucker. What about Western Union?
He's like, fuck you, my word is bond. My word is bond. Motherfucker.
There's a scene where that dude is getting beat down. Like you said, I told you, motherfucker, my word is bond. Get off me. My word is bond.
Fuck you. He was so
get
hilarious.
this nightstick bonded to your head. Right?
That guy's gonna be a huge star. I mean, believe me,
he's gonna be the next Terry Crews.
He is.
So many moments in this film that are like that, though, that are like laugh out loud funny. And I have to give this film a full price. I wasn't sure. I was just like you, Leon. At first, I'm like, where is this going? This seems like yet more Jim Carrey shtick. But 20 minutes in, I was hooked, and it just gets better and better as it goes. It's a full price movie.
Yeah, you know what? I can't add anything to what you just said. It's absolutely a full price movie. Go out, support this film. I mean, forget about supporting it. Go out and enjoy it because it's so rare you see something that surprises you, and this surprises you all the time.
Yeah. If the words out of your mouth are, you seen that Jim Carrey faggot movie? Then this movie is probably enough for you. But the only complaint I can have about this film is that sometimes it does get a little too silly.
There are those times.
Yeah, they're very small. I mean, it's one of those movies where I'll hardly have anything to complain about it for, and it's still not like the perfect film, but I really did. I thought about it. I was telling you the other day, Cole, so I was like, I don't know if this would be in my top 10 films. And I thought about it. I was like, man, I can't stop thinking about this movie. And I can't stop fondly thinking about this movie. In fact, I pictured Jim Carrey pounding me in the answer. That's how much this movie has affected me. So.
Where you just accepted, you're like, yeah, he likes pounding guys in the ass, but you know what? I still like him. I still I'd have ass, but hey.
I'd have sex with him. Yeah, no. This movie, I really do love this
film. Man, you're right about that. You continue to think about this movie after it's over, and you know what? It's got a great ending, and I can't say that about a lot of movies.
It's a movie. They don't have any real twist in it, as in aha, but the movie does take so many twists and turns that when you're done watching the movie, you have fun going in and just thinking about the stuff that he's done and tying them all together.
Oh yeah,
and just thinking about what kind of guy he is, because it's just slowly revealed what kind of guy he is throughout the whole movies. Man, I love this film. It's a full price.
This is one of those movies that it kind of deserves repeat viewings. Because, because the thing is that what fascinated me was that after seeing the movie, and I was like, okay, I guess this is supposed to be based off a real guy, and I looked him up. And I read about the guy it's based off of, and his story is so incredibly fascinating. Where it's like, I want to pick up the book about this guy because half the shit I understood why they made this a comedy. Because if they tried to play this straight, no pun intended, but if they tried to play this straight, it wouldn't work because I don't think people would buy into all the crazy shit that this guy did and got away with.
Right.
And but the film, like you said. At first, I thought I was going to complain about the film because it does take so many wild turns and twists to where you're just like, okay, this is just off the charts now. They're just doing whatever the fuck. But I guess with every scene where they do that, where they take those twists, it kind of wraps itself up in a nice package to where you can say, okay, I can see that happening.
Right.
And that's what I loved about it. And I'm going to give this movie a full price just because it is one of those movies I do want to see again. And
it's funny because right now that we're talking about it, I'm like, you know what? I want to go home and watch this again right now.
No, it's funny because how you see those kind of movies that just stick with you when you're done. Because at first you're looking at it like, that was cute, that was good, and then I kept thinking about it.
You guys are so gay.
Yeah. For you,
I'm gay for this movie.
Now, my dick is my bond.
My name is Stephen Russell. Nice to meet you, Stephen Russell. My name is Phillip Morris.
You are the sweetest, most gentle man I've ever known.
I'm gonna take care of everything.
Come on, let's go. Steven! Take care of that, Steven. Take your shit.
But I had a plan.
They're always gonna be together. Steven!
Everything was gonna be just fine.
Can you hit me in the face with this?
It's a pretty big gag. Honey, I know you're upset, but we love each other.
You're not even a fucking lawyer, are you? Fucking lying!
You were supposed to protect me. And you expect me to love you? How can I? What the hell is this?
That's all I could get.
Fucking vice, man.